I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rock in Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? What's good, party people, man? It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see y'all. Y'all know what it is. Blue tears. Orange tears. Orange tears. Bim. Let's go. Yo, just want to say something real quick to the members of the channel and to the Patreons. We got a Milwaukee Bucks, New York Knicks recap. Just for y'all. Just for y'all, man. Just for y'all. Y'all know it's that content for those that are supporting the channel, giving them some extra stuff, man. Thank you to all the members and all the Patreons. Thank you for everybody that's downloading the Lawrence Tears audio podcast on all these platforms and stuff. Man, the love is overwhelming. Sometimes, man, I get kind of caught up, man, in this thing. I cannot believe how much love y'all show to a Knicks fan that's just like y'all, man. So, you know, without getting all soft and all of that, man, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yo, here's the thing. Let me get right down to brass tacks because I can't rock for too long because, you know, we got Miss Mocha got a radiation treatment that she got to go to. So we got to dip out in a little while to go to that. So I'm not going to rock for too long, but we're going to rock nonetheless. Right? Greenhouse is in the building. What's good? Khaled Pasha is in the building. What's good, man? Yo, here's the question that I asked as I dilly-dallied around this morning trying to do numerous things and trying to figure out what this Knicks thing is, right? The question just came back to me often. It just came back to me over and over, and I couldn't figure it out. So what better way to come up with an answer for a solution than to ask other passionate Knicks fans? What are the Knicks missing? Bo Ismail's like, yo, man, Uncle Freeze, you just go softy. Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes in real life, man, people like it's the complete opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when it comes to the support and stuff, Bo, I ain't gonna lie to you, Bo. And I'm gonna get back on topic, but I just want to say this so that the people that support the channel understand where I'm coming from. I'm not one for huge numbers. I'm not a huge number guy. Like you're not gonna overwhelm me with stuff. In my personal life, I have a lot of stuff. What can random people give me that I can't already get on my own? It's as simple as that, right? Arizona King is in the building. What's good, man? Arizona King is in the building. Yeah, but what can people on the internet give me that I don't already have? Cars, houses, degrees, diplomas, nothing. Playoff P is in the building. What's good, Playoff P? So when you know, I understand that. I understand how the internet works. Like, I'm not getting nothing from y'all, and y'all basically not really gonna get anything. It's just gonna be this thing that we're in. So when people show so much support and love for what it is that we're trying to build, sometimes it does get overwhelming, bro. Ed Winning is in the bit. Adam is in the building. What's good? What's good, Adam? Hey, Adam, you and I need to have a one-on-one talk. You understand where I'm coming from? So the thing is, Adam, just take it, just understand this. I'm not saying that I dislike Adam. I like Adam being around. I like Adam being around, right? I like all of y'all being around. But sometimes when things get out of order, when things get out of order and we don't produce a dope product, then I'm snapping it off early, because we and Adam will agree, we are going to try our very best to put out a dope product every time we turn the mics on. Jarvis Liffless in the building. What's good? So let me get back to my point. What are the Knicks missing, right? All right. So what are the Knicks missing? All right. So here's the question, right? Here is the question. Or here is a question. Do the Knicks need a megastar to get them where they need to go? Do the Knicks need a megastar to get them where they need to go? Right? And so here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you ask a Knicks fan, do the Knicks need a megastar to get them where they need to go? The follow-up question to that is, well, where are we going? Shout out to Wisdom. Wiz, what's good? Do the Knicks need a megastar to get them where they're going? Well, the follow-up question is, where are the Knicks going? And it makes sense in a sense. Right? Where are we going? Somebody in the chat tell me where this franchise is going right now. Right? And then that way we can use our collective brains to figure out what we need to get there. LJ, what's good? Hey, LJ, man, it was good to see you last night, bro. My man, LJ, what's good, man? So LJ says this. All right, here's the thing. LJ said, when I asked the question, where are the Knicks going? Where are the Knicks going? LJ says nowhere. Now, if the Knicks are going nowhere, do you need a superstar to get you nowhere? Do you need a megastar to get you to nowhere? That's why these questions are so puzzling, man. Yo, Fish is in the building. Fish says fighting for a play-in spot, right? All right. So Fish, if the Knicks, where are the Knicks going, right? Fish didn't say a play-in spot. He said fighting for a play-in spot. That means the Knicks are going to be somewhere between 8 and 12. Do you need a megastar to fight for a Eastern Conference position somewhere between 8 and 12? Or can this roster, as currently constructed, get you there right now? Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? So it's one of these things, man, where I understand, and sometimes that's why I gotta rock by myself so I can just do an individual one-on-one with the chat, right? Sometimes I gotta rock by myself. You, the listener, you, the viewer, a direct question, and I can read your response without the conversation going in a million different ways. Blaming Tibbs, trade Randall, RJ sucks, Leon Rose is hiding, Obi's a bust, Grimes is Klay Thompson, all these different type things. See, in this setting right now, I can ask you, the viewer, the watcher, to participate in the conversation, and we can have this one-on-one together without it being pulled and we should have traded for Donovan Mitchell back in the summer. I'm asking you guys directly, right? So the question was, what are the Knicks missing, right? What are the Knicks missing? And I asked you guys, based off of that, do the Knicks need a megastar to get where they need to go? And then when I asked y'all, well, where are we trying to go? Where are we trying to go? If the answer is nowhere, then what do we need a megastar for? And if the answer is a play-in, a fight for a play-in, do we really need to trade for a megastar just to fight for the play-in? Or can we just do that with the guys that we already have? Right? Wiz says, your solo rocks is like watching a movie like Black Panther. Wiz says, powerful and mentally stimulating. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. I wish we could do this in a group, but sometimes you get it. You get it. Right? Now, here's the thing. Go back to the question that I asked. I asked you, do the Knicks need a megastar to get where they want to go? Now, if you're a Knicks fan, break down this question that I asked. Do the Knicks need a megastar to get where they want to go? Or do Knicks fans want a megastar that can take us as far as his limits allow? Think about what I asked. And I'm not saying that I'm the smartest person in the room. All I'm saying is make sure you guys understand where it is that I'm coming from, because I'm asking you guys to help me figure this thing out. So do the Knicks need a megastar to get us where we want to go, or do Knicks fans want a megastar to take us as far as his limits allow? CAA Mafia is in the building. What's good? What's good, CAA? It's good to see you. Do the Knicks need a megastar to get them where they want to go? Where is it? See, because the Knicks fans think one thing, and I think the front office and franchise think something else. Right? I personally think that the franchise thinks this is a second round team. I personally think that the franchise thinks this is a second round team. If everything goes right, the Knicks believe that this is a second round team. Right? And so there are different ways to get to the second round of the NBA playoffs. You can finish, say, 6, 7, or 8, the 6, 7, or 8 seed, and pull off a monumental upset in the first round. 8 beating a 1, a 7 beating a 2, a 6 beating a 3. Or you could finish as the 4 seed and basically finish against a team or beat a team that's on your level. Basically. You can finish as the 4 seed, knock off the 5 seed, and you in the second round of the playoffs. Fish says the next wave of players to win a ring or take over the league are in place. We need to find the next LeBron to peak Kobe. I get it. I get that. I get that, Fish. But that's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked. I asked, do the Knicks need a megastar to get where they need to go? And so if you're responding to that question with where the Knicks want to go is a championship, then your comment is accurate. My belief is that the Knicks are just looking to make the second round of the playoffs so that they can show progress. And so White Falcon asks, who you want to trade and trade for? I don't know. I don't know. What I will say, though, is this. If the goal is to make the NBA Finals, like what Fish said, then I think this front office is bananas. There is no way that this team has the infrastructure in place to be an NBA Finals team, period. And that's no knock on Fish. That's my guy. Fish, my guy. Shout out to Devon Fisher. Sherwin says, good afternoon. The Knicks are currently tied for 11th place. We can go as low as 13th place in the East. Our players are mostly one-way players. Second round is a fantasy, not a reality. We need better players. He put emphasis on need. We need better players. What I will say to you, Sherman, is this. What I would say to you, Sherwin, is this. I think the front office thinks that this team is a second round team, right? I think they think that this team is a 4 or 5 seed if everything goes absolutely perfect. And what they'll do is they'll go and they're going to make trades and acquisitions to build up around the periphery to ensure that this 4 or 5 seed does indeed become a 4 or 5 seed. Now, with that said, With that said, I'm going to say this. This team needs clutch performers. See, because the thing is, a lot of times as fans, we misconstrue mega stardom and clutch performances. Anybody in here agree? That a lot of times we misconstrue superstardom and clutch performances. For instance, Zion Williamson is a superstar. Maybe not always on the floor, but in terms of visibility and the basketball in terms of sports, Zion Williamson may be one of the top 10 most popular athletes in sports, possibly in American sports, possibly. If he's not top 10, he's definitely top 20, right? He's got his own signature shoe. He's got his own franchise that's building a team around him. He has highlight reels, all these different things. Now, do you need that? Do you need that megastar, or do you need a clutch performer? And last night, I'll tell you this: as I watched the Bucks game last night, we were live. Last night, I would have preferred a clutch performer. Any Knicks fans in the building that watched that game last night, any Knicks fan that watched that game last night, would you rather have had a megastar, superstar, or a clutch performer? Last night, we needed a clutch performer, in my opinion. Last night, Julius Randle was 8 for 24. Last night, Jalen Brunson was like 8 for 22 or something. Wacko in Brooklyn, thank you for the generous contribution. Wacko says, number one, Chief Rocker, salute to the chat. Bim, bim, bim. Wiz, Ashley Inc. 1, the guy we call Wisdom, because for the most part, every time he come on, he be dropping them gems with us. It's a shame. It's a shame that we don't get to actually get to hear him talk because people cut him off all the time. But Wiz says, facts. Not all superstars are clutch performers, so I would prefer one of each. What I would say to you, Wiz, is this. Last night, in all the clutch moments, the Knicks didn't have a guy. And I understand that this is only one game, and we can't judge someone's career off of one game on a random night during the season. But what we can say is this. If we had a clutch performer last night, we would have beat the Bucks. Down by 3 late in the game, RJ Barrett hoisted the worst looking 3 you ever saw in your life, and it was a brick. And you know what we expected there? As soon as RJ got into his shot motion, we knew it was going to be a brick. But RJ Barrett has the potential for a clutch gene deep down inside somewhere. That's why he took that shot. Because RJ Barrett, and listen, RJ Barrett's struggling and he playing like trash. And he got a lot of flaws. And this season, these last 2 seasons have been ridiculously bad for RJ Barrett. But somewhere deep inside, a man down by 3 against Giannis, taking that 3-point shot with confidence, sends some kind of signal to me that this dude feels like he's an X factor. Is RJ Barrett that right now? Hell no. I'm putting that on the shelf. I'm putting the RJ Barrett Origins X Factor thing on the shelf. I don't want to talk about it. RJ Barrett needs to step up the rest of his game. But last night, in a hard-fought game, RJ Barrett scored 26 points. And I don't know how I got to RJ Barrett in the clutch gene. I want to put that on the shelf. I don't want to talk about RJ Barrett right now. But it just snuck into my mind as I was talking to you guys. But last night, every clutch moment when we needed a hero, the only person that really showed up was Mitch. And you guys saw it. We needed a rebound. Mitch boxed out Giannis. Now, Mitch didn't get the rebound, but neither did Giannis. Jalen Brunson got the rebound because Mitch boxed out Giannis. So while it wasn't a perfect victory, it's not the victory that you thought that ideally our imagination is telling us that Mitchell Robinson would jump 10 feet in the air and grab the rebound over Giannis and scream to the top of his lungs something heroic like, "Let's go Knicks!" He did the fundamental play. He boxed out. The other team couldn't get to it, and our scrappy little guard got to it. Here's the second part of this thing that I wanted to ask y'all about, right? Because this time is flying by, and I'm sorry, y'all. Here's my question to y'all. Do the Knicks need a superstar to get where they want to go, or do the guys that we have just need to play better? White Falcon, help me out with this. White Falcon, help me out with this. I've been missing you, brother. White Falcon, help me out with this. Right? Do the Knicks need a superstar to help us get where we need to go, or does the roster need to play better? Do we need to just play better? I'm going to throw out a couple of points here, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. If this roster could play better, why haven't they? Reek, if this roster could play better, why haven't they? If this roster could play better, why haven't they? If Julius Randle could get better, how come he has not gotten better? If RJ Barrett could get any better, how come he has not? If Cam Reddish could get better, how come he has not? If Obi can get better, how come he has not? If Quickly could play better, how come he has not? I opened that up because I know a lot of y'all think that if they could play better, A lot of y'all think that the answer to that question that Uncle Freezy asked is because of Tibbs. Tom Thibodeau was not the guy. Tom Thibodeau is not the guy. A lot of guys are not being used correctly. A lot of guys need more playing time. A lot of guys need more defined roles. Right? I see you, Roy Hughes. I see you. A lot of people think that the reason why these guys' growth has been stunted is because of Tom Thibodeau. What I'll say to y'all is this: a couple things. I think Tibbs is a pretty decent NBA coach. Base level, Doc Rivers level coach. That's what I think. That's what I think Tom Thibodeau is. And for the most part, that's usually a guy that's like an NBA great. Tom Thibodeau is an excellent NBA coach. Here's the thing. I think Tibbs is overwhelmed by the number of young guys that he's had to coach and the direction of the team. For the most part, really young teams don't make deep playoff pushes. If you're a really young team, you don't make deep playoff pushes. Knicks, am I lying? Knicks will be 2026 NBA champs. Am I lying? When's the last time you saw a team the age of the Oklahoma City Thunder in the finals? You don't see it. You just don't see it. The only old rotational player that the Knicks have, oh, well, they have two. Okay. Derrick Rose, which for the most part is not a major factor. But Julius Randle just turned 29 the other day. Nick G, what's good? For the most part, very young teams like the one that the New York Knicks currently have don't make significant noise in the playoffs. Right? So, if you look at that along with who the Knicks' best player is, we have a problem. I love Julius Randle, man. I'm going to be sitting behind him in Charlotte, North Carolina next Friday, rooting him on. Go, Julius. Go, Julius. Go, Julius. I'll be doing that in Charlotte next Friday night, right? Here's the thing. If Julius Randle is your megastar, you have a megastar problem. Or you need glasses. If Julius Randle is the megastar, then we have a megastar problem or the organization needs glasses. And that's no knock on Julius Randle, who I love, right? But just let's keep it a buck, though. Let's keep it real. And so Sherwin says, you can be young and be good if you have the young talent. Our young talent are just bench players. Most Knicks fans talk about developing. I don't know what you can develop a bench player into. That's that man's opinion. That's his opinion. My opinion is this. Or let me not say my opinion. Let me say the consensus around the league is Julius Randle is not a megastar. Anybody disagree with that? Sherwin says Randle is not a megastar. He is a good piece on a good team. Indeed. 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 So here is the dilemma that we're at, right? Do the Knicks need a star to get them where they want to go, or do they need to play better? Right? There are like 5 questions wrapped up in there. Because you got to ask, where are the Knicks talking about going? Do they need a megastar or do they want one? Do we need a megastar or do we just want one? Right? Or does the team need to play better? So if the team can play better, is it a player's issue or is it a coaching issue? Is it a player issue or is it a coaching issue? Is it a player issue or is it a coaching issue? Right? So if it's a player issue, then you need to revamp your roster immediately. If it's a coaching issue, you need to get rid of the coach immediately. Because if it's a player issue, you have a old coach who's getting older and older by the day. You don't know how long he's going to be here, so you can't waste time with the old coach. You can't waste time with the old coach, right? Because of coach immortality. Old coaches generally don't get better as they get older. They just use the wisdom that they have in place in order to rock. Now, if it's a coaching issue, then you got to get rid of the coach immediately. Because what the prevailing thought is that you're gonna let good fruit rot on the vine. If it's a coaching issue, then you're letting good talent rot on the vine, and these kids will be lottery busts or draft busts. So which one is it? Is it the coach not playing these kids properly, or is it the kids are not playing up to the standard of the coach? Which one is it? So Jarvis says, I think we have to also look at the front office. All right, it's just one thing at a time. It's one thing at a time. Because ultimately the front office is going to make the decision on the coach or the players. Y'all skipping ahead. Let me rock. I got you. Ultimately, the front office is the ones that's going to make the decision. But is it a front office issue? Is it a coaching issue? Is it a player issue? So you guys thinking that it's a front office issue? If it's a front office issue, that means it's a coaching issue and a player issue also. And Miss Geraldine says, we have a shooter sitting on the bench, and I agree. I sat up here and said, no Evan, no cry. Meaning if Evan went away, I wouldn't even worry about it. right? Right? But now, as I look at how bad this team is offensively, you got to get Evan Fournier back on the floor right now. Right? Immediately. Right? Let me tell y'all something. Quentin Grimes played 34 minutes last night and scored 7 points. That reeks of Frank Ntilikina. He played 34 minutes and scored 7 points. Andrew College, thank you for bringing this point up. Andrew College says, look at Indiana. They rebuilt in less than 2 seasons. Pretty impressive. And you know what they did? You know what Indiana did? Indiana was bold. So I'm not going to get into the front office thing today because, y'all know what it is. Here's my third question for y'all, right? Here's my question. So if it's the front office, if it's the coach, if it's the players, is there a secret ingredient on this team that needs to play and could answer all the questions that we just laid out in front of us? Do the New York Knicks have a secret weapon that they're not using because they can't think outside of the box? Do the Knicks need a megastar to take us where we need to go? Or does the team need to play better? Or do the Knicks already have the guy on the roster and they're just not playing him? So Shiz in the building was good. Do the Knicks have that guy on the roster already? And the old school coach won't play him. Right? The old school coach won't play him because he don't fit his prototype. Or the front office doesn't have trust in him. Is there a guy on our bench that can be that guy? What I would say to you is this, guys. What I would say to y'all is this. There may be a guy on the bench that needs that battery in his back, like the battery they put in RJ Barrett's back. Hinton is in the building. Hinton says if you don't have a top 10 player in the league, then you don't have them. So the answer is no. Shotgunner is in the building. Shotgunner says Cam need more minutes, but I have to give RJ a little credit. Can't front. Adam says, read my comment. Bro, I'm rocking. Hold on. Chill out. If the comment was dope, the chat would have said something about it. Just chill out. Let me rock. Do the Knicks have that guy in-house and don't know it? Do the Knicks have that guy in-house and don't know it? this is one of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys, right? Do we need a megastar? Do we need to go trade everything for a megastar? Does this roster need to just play better? Or do the Knicks have this player that they're desperately searching for? Is he in-house? What I'm going to say to you, the first question, I'm going to answer the first question for you. This is just me being a conscientious observer of the chat, of things in Knicks universe, what we see on a nightly basis. Do the Knicks need a megastar to get where we need to go, or where we want to go? My answer to that is no. The Knicks don't need a megastar to get where we want to go. And it's not because the Knicks don't need a megastar. It's because I don't know where the Knicks want to go. If I knew where the Knicks want to go, right? If I knew where the Knicks want to go, I could have a more definitive answer. But at the moment, I don't know where the Knicks want to go. Right? I just don't. If Leon Rose came out and said it's championship or bust, then I'd be like, heck yeah. And me and Adam and others would be up here in a live stream talking about how or what megastar the Knicks are going to be chasing. Right? But we don't know where the Knicks want to go. And here's the answer to the answer to the second one. Right, here's the answer to the second part. Can this roster just play better? No. My humble opinion is that these guys are playing the very best that they can play every night. In my humble opinion, I believe that these guys are giving you everything that they have every night. Right? Randall, RJ, these dudes are giving you everything they have every night. Can they play better? I don't think so. I think you've seen peak of Brunson, you've seen peak of Randall, you've seen peak of RJ. I don't think you can get anything more out of those guys. Can you get more out of Obi? Yes. Can you get more out of Cam Reddish? Yes. Can you get more out of Grimes? Absolutely. But RJ, Brunson, and Randall, I think you're getting everything you possibly can out of those guys. Those guys give you 100% every night. Now, do the Knicks have a guy on their bench that can become a Chris Middleton level player or a Andrew Wiggins type player? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there are maybe two guys on the Knicks bench that have the physical attributes to become a Andrew Wiggins, a Chris Middleton type player. Right now, I would even say a Kyle Kuzma type player. 20 points a game, 7 rebounds. I think we have a guy on our bench right now that fits that profile. That if given the amount of time, if the Knicks put the battery in his back like they have for Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, I think you could see someone off the bench emerge. Who that player is, I don't want to say right now, or who those two players are. I don't want to say right now, but what I will say is this. The Knicks have limited batteries, right? The Knicks only have like what, 2 or 3 batteries to put in people's backs, and you've seen who they invested in. You've seen who they invest in, right? It's up to us to look at things for what they are, right? It's up to us to look at these things for what they are. But you can tell who the Knicks kind of ignore, who they're not investing in, who they're like, yeah, just come to practice, get up some shots, and go home. Right? But you see the guys that the Knicks are investing in, right? All right. Everybody, thank you for listening and rocking with us. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna jump back on later. Probably, I don't know what time. I'll be with Miss Mocha. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do the Uncle Freezy duties and all that stuff. Y'all know what it is. Right. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for listening and rocking with us. I appreciate all y'all feedback, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the best. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all put comments in the chat, man, and rock. And I take some of that stuff and feed off of it. And hopefully I give y'all some stuff and y'all feed off of it too. So I'll jump back on later on, probably Dolo. And we'll rock again like this. I need to get y'all feedback on an issue. On an issue. And here is the issue that I wanna talk to y'all about. Just food for thought later on. Just food for thought later on. Is this organization capable of being a playoff contender? Just food for thought when we get back together. Is this organization capable of being a playoff contender? Y'all just think about that, man, for a little while and come up with some stuff. And when we jump back on, we'll talk about that. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.